In this video, I will show you, yes you, my beloved viewers, the exact method that I executed to sell online magazines and other digital assets for over $70 million with zero advertising spend, zero marketing budget, and $0 in business funding. And this is a decade before I had the Amex Platinum card, the Chase Sapphire Reserve, or the dozens of credit lines that you think you need to raise capital. So if you have trash credit and banks are avoiding you and banning you off their premises like you have the monster, follow me. Watch this video until the end. I take my digital playbook from the pillars that I developed almost 20 years ago called the Social Trinity. The first key step in following my social trinity is the study of popular sections. I study the popular sections to drive millions of unique visitors through dig.com, reddit.com. On reddit.com specifically, I leaned into their liberal bias to help re-elect the first black president for a second term in 2012. In 2024, of course, it's YouTube. If you know, you better ask somebody. Click the subscribe button and click the bell notification to stay on top of every cash-making opportunity that I encounter. I have been speaking to many of you since you have joined me on school.com/Rod Squad, where I am speaking to you on a regular basis through the DM features and other feeds available on the school platform. School.com/Rod Squad. Join us. It is absolutely for free. So none of this is financial advice, but if I was this person, I would first see what constitutes the current conversation revolving women that would want to lead with their vision as opposed to their trauma. So I'll start with the keyword visionary and see what comes up. Bang. Good CEOs should not be visionaries. The world needs more visionaries. In these search results, I want to see videos with more views than subscribers, ideally. And I would like to see channels that have uploaded videos in less than a year. This is more than 7 years or less than 2 years' time at a maximum. That's the threshold in terms of recency that I'd like to analyze, right? Good CEOs should not be visionaries. How money works. The world needs more visionaries. 7 years ago, nonetheless, again, as I told you, look, the amount of subscribers is about 1,000 times more than the amount of views. That means that this video attracted viewers potentially primarily from their subscriber base, being that you'll be potentially launching a channel without a community with which to start. Then you want to work on video concepts that the algorithm will help you in finding viewers for. So it's not relying on the community, which you do not have. Let's take a look at TEDx Talks real quick. So you go ahead and click TEDx Talks. And by the way, so you could see the amount of subscribers that a channel has, just download the vidIQ Chrome extension. You don't have to pay for it, but it will load these stats that will be very helpful in performing this analysis. So let's take a look at the videos, sort by popular. So you see Beatbox Brilliance, My Philosophy for a Happy Life. After watching this, your brain will not be the same. Lara Boyd, Why People Believe They Can't Draw. So these are topics that lend themselves to viral distribution. Drawing, happy life. You see someone that has encountered some challenges that many people don't encounter. The first 20 hours, how to learn anything, sex, masturbation, loneliness, cheating, and shame. Taboo topics. Let's take a look at what we were searching initially. Visionaries. Misspelling this right here. I don't know how to spell anymore. The world needs more visionaries. The world needs more spell checkers. Visionaries are people who can see in the dark. 7 years ago. 7 years, a long time ago. So you want to see the most recent videos as possible. Change developing visionary thinking. Miles, only 2.4 thousand. So let's just take a look at this Justine Musk real fast. Visionaries are people who can see in the dark. That's a pretty good title. Nonetheless, I'm pretty sure people were attracted to this video because Justine Musk is the headliner. She's the one that's talking right here. What does it take to become a titan of industry from the perspective of someone who was a Titan's wife, right? So it's mostly about him. She loves him. She cares deeply about him. She respects him. I know about her because she's married to Elon Musk, or was married to Elon Musk, or she's Elon Musk's baby's mother, right? How long it takes to change your life, how to sound smart. What I'm doing is looking at the suggested videos so I get a better idea as to what type of topics are being discussed here. And also you want to read the comments. She's deadly combination of sharp and philosophical mind, strong, badass character, and soft heart. Thank you for this super inspiring storyteller. The world needs more visionaries. Secrets of the 6%, how to achieve your goals. So what you can potentially do, and you don't want to get stuck on this analysis. You don't want to get analysis paralysis. Start to put together content that can attract your target community. Secrets of the 6%, how to achieve your goals in business. Secrets of the 6%, how women can achieve their goals in business. Can AI read your potential? How to hack your brain for better focus. Sasha Hanandi. What I was going at with the Justin Musk example, which is not the best example right here. Let's not even take a look at that channel right now, because again, ideally I want to see content that has more views than the amount of subscribers. So let's see if we could at least, you don't want to get stuck on this and make that a hard requirement, because otherwise you'll be looking for this type of content on an endless pace and you won't find any type of idea, any type of inspiration for you to start to develop your content. And the key thing is to package your content, your title, your thumbnail, your content, your CTA, the middle of the funnel, what you're gonna actually sell people. We'll get more into that shortly, as quickly as possible, and stress test it. In other words, launch it to see what the community has to say. Is it good? Do you suck? Let's take a look at how money works real quick. Good CEOs should not be visionaries. Now, we take a look at this channel and take a look at the popular section real fast, see if we can find something that pops out. Here's why you want a really boring job. Here's why a woman wants a really boring job. Perhaps it's a position that this woman can stand out in, can show what she's made out of, why she's more efficient, why she's better than the person that occupied that position previously. The overdue collapse of short-term rentals, 1.17 million subscribers. So these are videos that have more views than subscribers. And those are potential ideas that you can drop. You can develop it, go ahead and put it out. It does not have to be perfect. You don't need Steven Spielberg or George Lucas level special effects in order to launch these things. You can speak to people. I've built my community mostly through talking head videos without much production. Right now, as I told you before, my computer got hacked. I've got it on a stash right there. And I'm actually filming this on my phone, and I am recording the screen on my wife's computer. So however it is you could put this together, and again, through school, through getting research from your target community. I got this idea by actually identifying the pattern of bottlenecks that people have communicated through school. I have been able to speak to people. Go ahead and join if you haven't done so as yet. It's free. How the Pandora Papers actually work. How money works. Pandora, if I'm not mistaken, Pandora was a woman, if I'm not mistaken, correct? Pandora's box revealed a metaphor for something that brings about great troubles. Pandora's box was a gift from the gods to Pandora, the first woman on earth. It contained all levels, evils of the world, which released when Pandora opened the box. How the Pandora Papers actually work. So this may have to do with women. You could probably swing this. How the Pandora Papers actually work for women, right? That's just an idea. That may work or it may not. The overdue collapse of the 9 to 5. Let's just take a look at visionaries real quick. Visionary. I just want to see what. So CEOs, if you want to be a CEO, become an engineer first. How money works. Good CEOs should not be visionaries. WTF do CEOs actually do all day? WTF do women CEOs do all day? I like that title. Let's see what comes up. Before I even do that, let's just take a look at the suggested videos real quick. How getting rid of all managers made these companies record profits. 71 years of business knowledge in 46 minutes. For women, you still working? What do investment? Okay, my honest thoughts on the software. So you can gear these ideas to women. and come up with variations of those titles. Listen, you do not want to copy, you want to steal. Get down to the first principles of a particular topic and come up with your very own idea so you can start to attract the people to whom you want to sell services ultimately. That's how you ultimately use customer financing to ensure that you get as much funding as you require to build your business to as big as you want it. Okay, so everything about visionaries is about also CEOs on this channel. So what do they have on CEO? If you want to be CEO, become an engineer first. Engineering, women engineers that become CEOs. Why CEOs always fail upwards. CEO, what's a CEO? CEO, just like this person had told me that she wants to teach people to learn what to do, a lead, so a leader. So not just a regular leader, but a woman leader. The likability dilemma for women leaders. They have a lot of subscribers on the TED channel as well. The science of women's leadership. Now, here's something that I was getting at previously. Sheryl Sandberg, why we have too few women leaders. Now, perhaps you can interview this person. Everyone's accessible. You can look her up. She's the COO of Facebook. I'm not sure if she came from humble beginnings. Nonetheless, if you do a research video on her, remember how you did research papers back in college or high school? Remember, you plagiarize when you take information from one source. Nonetheless, when you take information from several sources, now it constitutes research. Wikipedia, perfect example. You get third-party credibility indicators from various sources. Now they have a full website. You could do the same thing in a video form, in a smaller package nonetheless, on perhaps Sheryl Sandberg. A number of people clicked on this video probably because it's coming from Sheryl Sandberg, a woman leader that is clearly leading by her vision as opposed to any trauma from which she suffers, if she suffers. I mean, of course, she must suffer from some trauma. Everybody does. Anyway, Accenture CEO's advice to women: stand out. Success with Moira Forbes. Hopefully I pronounced her name correctly. Bang! 45,000 subscribers. However, 6 years old. Nonetheless, 45,000 subscribers. That's what we are ideally seeking. So let's go ahead and open up Forbes Women real quick. And this is right along the lines of our topic, if I'm not mistaken. Let's take a look at the most recent videos. Judge Judy on the why she still believes women can have it all. Miley Cyrus isn't afraid. YouTuber, 243,000. This is 2 years ago. So the upper part of our threshold that we have set for recency. YouTuber Amber Show. So let's just take a quick look. She's a YouTuber. So again, when people are YouTubers, typically their origin story constitutes with humble beginnings, and this may be the case. LA Nightmare. What was the LA Nightmare? With over 3 million subscribers, has built a formidable following around her authentic brand of DIY videos. And remember, look, no one relatively clicked on Judge Judy, who's more famous, Miley Cyrus. I know who these people are. I don't know who Amber Shoal is. However, she's a YouTuber, so many people on YouTube know about her, and they may want to know more about her. They perhaps have heard Judge Judy's story time and time and time again, and Miley Cyrus's. Nonetheless, they don't know about this lady. And if you start as a YouTuber just like me, where I had zero innate inheritance in terms of connections, resources, or money, I eventually developed these connections and hookups to write for Forbes and have major, iconic, globally renowned publications quote me. I'm even quoted in a book that my friend launched not too long ago, using social platforms. So YouTube is a social platform. So Amber Shoal. Let's just take a look at who Amber Shoal is real fast. Amber Shoal. Amber Shoal. Everything I got myself for my birthday. Let me see. So she's self-made, right? How YouTuber. She's a self-made person. People want to know more about her. So again, you can put together a research paper. If you are not able to speak to this person, you could potentially speak to this person, reach out to this person wherever she's responding to people, perhaps on Twitter or Instagram or any other platform, and maybe you can interview her for the channel and title it similarly, how she went from broke is a joke to becoming no joke or whatever, right? Or to living the American dream, something similar. You can pop this into ChatGPT and get similar titles. And again, if you can't speak to her, then you just perform some research, get various resources that talk about this person and show how she's leading by vision as opposed to trauma. So let's take a look at the most popular videos on this channel. Anna Winter, Priyanka Chopra. So they have content on Priyanka Chopra. I'm not sure about her origins, but that may be a person that is also self-made. Jen Hyman, Kim Kardashian, which is always popular. Look, Kim Kardashian getting interviewed by, who's this? Looks like Steve Forbes, if I'm not mistaken. Accenture CEO's advice, Malala, Priyanka on why marriage was never a priority. Oprah, I'm black, I'm Latino, I'm Hispanic. If you're trying to attract this same demographic, talking about Oprah, talking about her origin story, again, research, a broad variety of resources that you want to cite on your video. That may be something in which people in your target community will show interest. Ivanka Trump on being the other Trump. I interviewed Ivanka Trump on my Neil Rodriguez channel. Let's see if I can find it real quick. So these people are accessible. Neil Rodriguez, although they may be D-list celebrities right here. Look, Ivanka, it was fast though. I could have made it longer if I would have organized it more, but the whole theme was that people had to talk in less than 140 seconds because it was a 140 character conference for Twitter, or how you can use Twitter to find serendipity and all this other crazy stuff. Anyway, the beginnings of social platforms. And let me see, 10 power women on the secrets to their success. If you can collect 10 power women, or just basically collect their quotes, and then you could just run B-roll and you're basically reading those quotes. That's a video that you have in place. And the key thing is not to paralyze yourself analyzing yourself or who you want to become. The key is to put your package together, test it, stress test it in the marketplace and see if it works. Now, once you got people visiting your videos, I think you got some ideas with which to work, some initial ideas. If you want to further dissect exactly what you need to do in order to make this successful, because I've been making marketing funnels and raising as much capital as I need to fund anything that I want for almost 2 decades now. Join us on school.com/Rod Squad. And on School, what you can do also for yourself is to start a free community and start to communicate with the people that actually watch your videos. Have an understanding as to what are their objectives, what are their pain points, what are their obstacles. So whatever package that you put together that you eventually want to sell will tend to their needs and provide enough value where you can exchange it for the amount of money that they think is not worth the amount of value that you are providing. So again, I've been able to speak to people because School gives you all kinds of features to speak to people through DM. People also reveal what they are all about. What is their bio? I'm a tech entrepreneur. I'm an inspirational speaker. I am looking for government contracts, whatever it is. Now, the beauty of this is that this is your jewel. This is your key digital asset. A major money grab well into 2025 and beyond. As I recently wrote on School, my key mentor, Jeshua, he used a funnel to make followers out of the people who initially listened to him, to make disciples out of followers, to make apostles out of disciples. That was his entire funnel. So funnels aren't going anywhere, and you have all the control. You don't have to ask for money to a contracting manager who works for the federal government, or you don't have to ask for grant money through an administrator that is administering some type of grant program who is offering to give a very select few amount of people, sometimes less than 10%, X amount of money for you to start your business. You can fund your business with as much money as you require on your own terms with complete creative control. It is your shop. It's very simple to set up a community. Just go ahead and list all of the value that you plan to provide through that. If, for instance, you have some type of lead magnet, if you don't know what that is, just like our spreadsheet. For people to access our spreadsheet now, you have to join us on school.com/Raw Squad. I have 2 spreadsheets. I have the spreadsheet with a colossal list of resources and application portals, 2 grants for everyone, and the spreadsheet that is a contact database. Whoever you want to contact in the federal government when responding to sources sought and active solicitations, so you can get signed on a government contract to perform whatever service you want to perform. You can keep track. All of these resources and others I am providing free of charge just by having people join us on School, so I can speak to people and get an exact picture what it is that they require so they can fulfill every single one of their purposes. And you can do the same thing. And you can start charging people, $10 a month, $20 a month. And as you start learning more about how to resolve all the problems that they are encountering on a daily basis, you can increase that amount of money that they are paying you in exchange to be affiliated with you, so you can provide more personalized service, more customization. You can do the work for them if you have a DFY or done-for-you model. Whatever it is that you are providing with your service, you can transform your entire business. If you want to know what I would do if I was broke as a joke with nothing but hope, but with God's lightning bolt that will never, ever, ever, ever let me choke, watch the video you see on the screen right now so I can break down a simple step-by-step method that will ensure that you will never be broke again.